You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale, Marion's Path. Now, the last place we left off, Malcolm and Marion had gotten a little intimate, and, well, it had some unintended side effects. Namely, Marion's more bovine-ish features became more prominent in very short order. But anyway, guys, let's deal with the aftermath of that in today's new episode. Please sit back and enjoy me continue for the next 18 minutes, and let's jump right in. Alarm chain, you're up, and let's go. Alright. Alright. Never has a more caring person been shouldered with a more insurmountable burden. Even to me, the outsider, her appearance, while sweet, is quite unnerving and unnatural. We both need answers. Alright.
You keep saying we'll figure it out, but what? It was bad before, but now it's it's just very bad. Awful. I most certainly can't hide it anymore. I can never ever be seen.
She looks at me expectantly, and I feel the shame in my own helplessness.
I ate bog bean, Malcolm. For what? I still look hideous.
You're not hideous, Marion. You're beautiful. You're still you. Even as I say it, I know neither one of us believes in it, that in its entirety. She's still Marion somehow, internally, but so very changed and quite frightened. Oh, Marion. Oh, God. I take her hands in mine, stroking her fingers, if they can still be called that. They've become dark and stiff. As I console her, I feel them shifting beneath my ministrations, becoming thicker and more rigid. She's gonna lose her fingers, man. Oh. Oh, no. Becoming cloven hooves. Can she still move them? My breath catches in my throat. It's like I'm reliving my nightmare, only with the roles reversed. A shiver pierces through me like a sheer Baltic wind. Am I changing Marion? The way that in the dream she changed me? No, this is no dream. I feel as helpless as she does, and I've little to offer her in words of wisdom.
I'm not me. You must see that. What shall we do? Go off to the apothecary and ask for a tincture for cow face? A balm to rub on a tail? It's absurd, Malcolm, it's...
Ah! Oh no. Well, at least she can move them. Her eyes go wide as she looks down, seeing her hoof hands, turning and flexing them instinctively. They move more naturally than their stiffness would suggest.
It's getting worse! Oh my God!
Oh. She inhales sharply, and looks as if she's about to admit something unforgivable.
At this rate, I'm going to turn into a real-life cow, drool and all.
She slumps down in a stupor, in shock. I'm taken back to the trenches, watching helplessly as soldiers would go mad after weeks on end of filth, lack of rations, and excesses of caffeine and explosions. I need to rein Marion in, lest her sanity go too far to be retrieved. Come, take my hand. Let's stroll in the garden. Feed Ekton and some oats. Anything to take our minds off this, even if for a moment. She looks understandably skeptical when I reach for her hand, or hoof. Trust me. I help her to stand, as she still seems a bit unsteady. Oh!
Oh! Oh!
She stumbles, landing back in her chair. Are you alright? Marion's shock turns to frustration as she fumbles with her boots. Oh no.
I don't know. It feels like there's a rock in my shoe, but the shoe won't come off.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a feet pick? We're gonna get a feet pick? Figuring that fingers may be more adept than hooves to deal with shoelaces, I bend down to help, but quickly realize that the laces are not the problem. Her boot is several sizes too small, or perhaps more accurately, her foot is now several sizes too big. I tug on the boot to try and pull it free. Oh. Ow.
Malcolm, be careful!
Oh no!
Stop! You're tearing them!
That wasn't me! Marion groans and starts twisting her ankle around, impossibly.
Oof! What are you doing? That tickles!
Oh! I loosen my grip just as Marion's hooves burst through both her boots. It's like they have a vendetta against the leather, and perhaps rightly so. Ha!
No!
I tear my gaze away from the spectacle and look up, expecting her to be scared or crying.
Those boots were expensive!
To my surprise, she's just pouting. For the first time, she seems genuinely undaunted about a change. We both watch, mesmerized. Oh, God. It's a process, her feet matching her hands. Her heels lift upwards, further twisting and tearing what is left of the boots. The movement settles just as tiny dew claws pop out below her ankle, like the rest of her. They're pretty cute and dainty.
Is it awful?
No, but it's quite a sight. Oh. She stretches her legs so we can both see it clearly. The tattered remains of her footwear slough off of what can no longer be called a foot. The balls of her new hooves seem thick and sturdy. You cats knock it off. Marion laughs.
Well, I'll never have to wear shoes again. A quick rinse and I'll be good to go.
One moment she's terrified, the next she acts like nothing is wrong. I try to forgive her confusion. It's not like I've ever turned into a cow. That's a positive spin.
I have to be positive. I'll go as mad as a March hare.
Oh God. She snorts slightly as she laughs. Her eye twitches. Marion.
I mean, can you picture me with long floppy ears? Well, longer and floppier.
Effie comes to mind immediately, and I bite my tongue. Let's tackle one animal body at a time, Marion. Please take a deep breath. Take several, as many as you need. I have a plan. Poor girl. Her laughter subsides, replaced by a wan smile. In truth, I do not have a plan, but I don't share that. Instead, I resolve to come up with one, and fast. May I borrow your bathroom? Alright. Oh dear, what are you gonna do? You gonna wash her?
This is your plan?
I didn't say it was a good one. Now close your eyes. An array of jars and canisters are spread across the counter. I select one labeled Lady Esther's All-Purpose Long-Lasting Face Powder. Take your mind off your nose, the side panel announces, and never worry about making up in public again. Well, time to test that claim to the limit. I open the jar and start applying the powder puff to Marion's face. The stuff barely sticks to her fur. Am I doing it right? I'm not exactly a makeup artist. Oh God, she's tarting her up. A cow snout is not exactly the intended surface either, I remind myself. I apply the product more liberally, daubing firmly to get it to adhere. Oh, Jesus Christ, oh my God. A cloud of dust billows around her face, soon filling the room. For the first time since the war, I regret not having a gas mask by my side. She's gonna look like the damn Joker or something.
Malcolm! I can barely breathe!
Huh. Nearly done, Nearly done, mademoiselle. Et voila. Oh no. Oh no, I am worried. Oh! Okay, that doesn't look bad. Well, I mean, it doesn't, hide the, cow features of her face. Parfait. Wrap your head to cover the horns. Tuck in that tail of yours and no one will notice a thing.
Are you sure?
I put on my most convincing smile, which I hope is at least a little more convincing than her disguise. If she looked like a cow before, now she looks like a ghost. And a cow. Quite sure. And simply looks like you've not seen daylight for weeks.
At this rate, that will maybe my future.
No, Marion. I promise you that. Never will you become a hermit. I won't allow it. The world needs your beauty. Oh.
You're being silly.
Perhaps, but it's nice to get a smile from you. She's gorgeous.
She's so cute.
The cow ghost embraces me, leaving the large white smudge on my dark shirt. I stand to brush it off, laughing, and open the window to vent out the dust. Good Lord, she looks ridiculous. Grace. Marion, are you expecting company? God, she looks really weird.
No, why?
We hear a knock on the door. Panic sweeps back over Marion's face.
Malcolm, no! Don't answer it! No one can see me like this!
She fidgets and stomps her foot. I can tell her mind is racing again.
Wait, no! Answer the door! Make up an excuse. I'm not here. Whatever you tell them, whoever it is, make sure they leave.
I nod, but look back to the window. That blouse is familiar. Marion, it's only Grace. Why would the girl knock, not just to enter her own home? Relief sweeps over her, relaxing her bovine features.
Oh, I might have locked the door. Poor girl, do let her in.
She's gonna have some comments about your face. I open the door for Grace, and I'm hit with a look of warning. I've seen it before. It's the same look she gave me when I came to pick Marion up for the picnic just days ago. Grace! I'm sorry we locked you out. Marion is having a terrible day. Things have gotten much worse. Grace's customary smirk is nowhere in sight. I fear she's angry with me, which seems like an overreaction for our mistake. Then from behind her another shadow falls. Oh, fuck. It moves, revealing the long blonde hair of goodwill and nightmares, Miss Alana. She steps from behind Grace, fiddling with the strings on her cloak and brushing down her wind-blown bangs. She looks almost joyful. Is she smiling to herself? Why, hello, Miss Alana. What a lovely surprise. I raise my voice to alert Marion. Turning to look for her, I spot her tiptoeing toward her bedroom. She catches my eye and shakes her head anxiously. Alana also seems understandably confused to see me. I'm unsure of how to proceed. Luckily, Grace fills in the blanks.
Malcolm, I ran into Miss Alana on my way back from the lock. She said she'd like to pay us a visit. Hello, Malcolm. A surprise to me as well.
Oh, God. Grace gives me an earnest apology with 1 second of eye contact. But why couldn't she have delayed Alana, kept her from coming? Alana's visit is unexpected and presumptuous. Too coincidental to simply be goodwill, part of me thinks. I scrutinize her demeanor and tone of voice.
I apologize for disrupting your day, but I heard the whispered talk in town.
My heart catches in my throat. Whispers? What whispers?
Jessie has left for the city, correct? I wanted to make sure everyone was doing all right, especially Marion. She must be devastated.
Ah, Jessie. My tension eases, but only a little. Alana's voice, so unmistakable, is like rancid molasses. Sweet and smooth, but sour, bitter, cold, cloying. She peers her head this way and that, looking for Marion and angling to get inside the house.
What was that you were saying to Grace? Something about Marion? What's gotten worse?
Oh, she's she's been acting like an animal. Marion hasn't been herself lately.
Really? How so? Perhaps I can help.
Grace mutters softly.
Can you get rid of the tails? What's that?
Would you like a swig of ale?
Ale? What's wrong with you, Malcolm? It's so early in the day.
Grace rolls her eyes at me. Admittedly, that wasn't one of my better covers.
Malcolm just enjoys his drink. Here, I'll join you.
Grace pushes me aside and leads Alana in by the arm. She's been acting like an animal lately. Oh my god. I wonder what else I can say. Actually, yeah, I'm kind of curious as to that. Let's, oh, okay. Let's see. What can I do? She's been not feeling well. She's just not feeling her best at the moment.
Oh no! If it's not a bother, I'll just peek my head in on her. No! What? I mean, no need. She might be contagious. We wouldn't want you getting ill.
Imagine cow horns sprouting from Alana's head. Not exactly what you'd expect from a charitable visit. And again, maybe that's just what she deserves for meddling.
Is she very sick? Maybe I can help.
I picture her doing incantations over Marion's sleeping body and sprinkling her head with dried flower petals and herbs. Honestly, at this point, could it hurt? Help? How so? Alana crosses her arms, challenging me.
Well, may I come in or not?
Grace rolls her eyes.
Follow me.
See if this has any kind of different outcome. Oh, the two women push me out of the way and into the living space. Marion, thankfully, is nowhere to be found. Alana heads to the bedroom, and I hold my breath while Grace chases after her. It's too late. Alana opens the door to Marion's room. I start to feel terrible for not being able to protect Marion. I whisper hurriedly to Grace. Why would you bring Alana here? What if Marion had answered the door? She had been downright humiliated.
Malcolm, hush! I knew she never would have answered the door. If she saw me through the window, she'd have seen Alana as well. It would have been her decision.
Alana would break through a window to find her.
I was thinking on my feet. And you need new feet. Give me a break.
Footsteps sound behind us.
Marion, where are you?
Uh-oh. Alana steps back out of the bedroom, alone. Let's see. Let me go back a little bit and see what's different. That was a bit different than the other one. Let's see. You just missed her. She, went shopping in town.
Yes, we were low on many things. Really? I was just there. I didn't notice her.
Oh, poor timing, I suppose. She's awfully quiet, you know. You may have crossed paths and never known.
Unlikely. It is a very small space.
Well, this was going to be a great visit.
Do you mind if I sneak in and use your lavvy?
Yes, I do mind.
Of course not. Go right ahead.
As Alana barges in and disappears behind the bathroom door, I shoot Grace a sharp whisper.
Grace,
What were you thinking, bringing her here? Marion will die if anyone sees her.
Shut up, Malcolm. I tried. Have you ever talked to this woman? Lying to her is like lying to a bailiff. She'll suss you out faster than any truth serum.
You're just a bad liar.
I'm not.
Or two. I stopped when I realized it is turning into a schoolroom argument. If Alana caught us in such a behavior, would she appreciate the irony, or would she discipline us the way she always did? I picture Marion curled up in bed, just waiting for us to get Alana out of here. It seems it's up to me to make that happen. You watch. I'll have her out of here faster than a whip crack. Grace shakes her head.
Good luck.
Alana comes out of the bathroom, and I've never been more determined to lie than to anyone in my entire life.
Thank you. Now, shall I make us some tea while we wait?
Alright, let's see. Actually, all these sound like pretty decent pathways. Let's see. Be candid. Okay. A silence stretches between us, and I weigh my options. Marion is relying on me to protect her secret, I remind myself. But each scenario that plays out in my head is less savory than the last. I don't see any way to prevent Alana from finding out the truth of the situation, short of telling a brazen lie. And perhaps it's the old school discipline kicking in, but I can't bring myself to lie to her. Her condition. There's something you need to know about Marion. Alana narrows her eyes at me, and I can't help but shrink back. I call over my shoulder. Marion, forgive me. Grace has brought along company. Miss Alana is here as well. It pains me to betray Marion like this, but I just don't see another way. Not now, with Alana on the scent. A nosy neighbor like her is bound to find out sooner or later. Yeah, I'm not going this route. I don't want to do that to her. Let's do... She's been acting like an... let's act like an animal lately. It seems like it'll have the less unsavory consequences, perhaps. Okay. While Alana sits and Grace prepares tea, I whisper aggressively at the youngest MacLeod, rattling pots and teacups so Alana can't hear. Why is she here, Grace?
Okay. She latched onto me, like a swamp leech.
Then so peel her off.
With what?
Your grubby seaweed-covered hands, Grace. She's gonna fucking smack you. As I pour 4 rounds of cider, I turn around and smile to Alana, who smiles curtly back. It's then that I spy a new piece of furniture in the corner of the room. Oh, Marion, what were you thinking? Codrax don't have cows' tails. I expect Alana to spot the anomaly right away, but by fate or circumstance she seems oblivious. Marion stays still as a statue and doesn't make a peep. Alana stands abruptly.
Do you two need assistance? I'm handy in the kitchen. We're fine.
A comedy of errors indeed. Alana begins to meander around the small home, picking up knickknacks and wiping her gloved hand along the tables, checking for dust.
Marion keeps a very clean home.
I turn and steal a peek at Marion the coat rack, who, through the jackets, I can see is smiling to herself.
Oh my, but look at all this fur!
Marion's smile drops. A large hoof escapes her nostrils, blowing off a great deal of her face powder. She looks like a bull ready to charge.
It's from our cat. You have a cat? Sometimes she comes and goes. Well, a bit more sweeping may be in order.
Alana continues around the room, picking up vases to check for water stains, and moving her picture. The fucking coat rack is following her. The coat rack follows closely behind. Under all the jackets, Marion shuffles as slowly as a tank rolling into battle. No one picks on a MacLeod woman's housekeeping skills.
Oh my god, this is so stupid.
I love it. It's so good. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.